Hi, my name's George. Welcome to Otterhead House. Check-in is from 4 PM and we ask that you don't turn up earlier than that because it can rush the cleaners a bit. If we are going to be ready earlier, we will give you a call and let you know. It's suggested that maybe if you want to come here earlier to beat the traffic, that you can stop at one of the nearby pubs and they will keep you entertained. So in the welcome pack, in the PDF document that you've been sent, there's the code for the key safe. Just got one key here, this works on all the doors. It's suggested that if you're going out, you can put that in the key safe, saves it getting lost. When you finish at the end of your stay, if you can just lock up all the doors and put the key back in there, that'd be fantastic. Thank you. So a few things that will help you out during your stay. In the kitchen, we have a white folder here. This is just a repetition of the PDF that you will have been sent, but lots of useful information about the house and the surrounding area for you. So the kitchen worktops in here are burnished brass. One point I always say to people is that if you put a wet cup down on them, it will sometimes leave a bit of mark. Don't panic, always make a point of saying this to people. It's part of it, it's part of the character. All the cleaning products that we leave here are all non-scratch, so everything that's in here is perfectly safe to use. Another question we get asked on occasion is about the windows. Now, they can be a little bit tricky. They can feel like they're open. They just need to go that a little bit further to completely unlock them. So the heating all the way downstairs is on underfloor heating. In each room, there's a thermostat. You've got the numbers at the top, which is the current room temperature, and you've got the number at the bottom, which is what you want it set at. If you're not familiar with underfloor heating, it works more gently and slowly. So if a room's a little bit chilled, just turn them up a couple degrees. If you put it up, say 5 or 6 degrees, in 4 or 5 hours time, you have a bit of a sauna in your hands. So just adjust it gently. They're on thermostats, so it will just keep it balanced all the time. So the heating upstairs is all on radiators. Same principle, we've got one thermostat at the end of the hallway here. So this controls all the upstairs radiators. Exactly the same. The numbers work in the same manner as the ones downstairs. Then I'll just show you on the radiators because they can all be adjusted on thermostats on the side. So if one room's a little bit warm, you can adjust it and turn it down. The projector in the sitting room is on an Amazon Fire Stick. So just turn it on with a button here. You can then sign into your Amazon account and have access to all the channels that you should need. Just be mindful and make sure that you sign out at the end of your stay. There's a separate sound bar in the window. Always make sure that with the separate control for that, you point it at the actual sound bar. If you point it at the wall, it won't work. This one's for the Amazon Fire Stick. This one's for the sound bar. The Amazon Fire Stick in the projector works off Wi-Fi. So what we've done here, we've put 5 different Wi-Fi boosters throughout the house. They're scattered all along the house in different rooms. If for some reason you are having trouble logging in, then it could be that one of these is turned off. We've especially had problems in the room above here, but if you make sure that all of them are turned on all the time, it'll make sure that the Amazon Fire Stick works well and you'll have good Wi-Fi throughout the house. Moving on to the hot tub and sauna outside, one thing that we do ask is that people be really mindful and keep noise down, especially after 10 PM. It does feel like we're super isolated here, but beyond the trees down at the front of the garden, there are a couple neighbours, and unfortunately the sound just kind of echoes out and travels from the terrace area here. So if you can please just be really mindful of others, because they live here all the time and we want to be able to keep operating and giving people like you great holidays. So sauna and hot tub, both of them really simple. On the sauna, got a light on the side, then inside there's a water tub. Please always fill this up from the tap below the kitchen window. Don't use water from the hot tub or have a whole gas chamber effect and it'll be really not cool. Inside you've got 2 knobs in there. The knob on the right does the temperature and the knob on the left is a timer. Turn the timer on, it will engage it and it will time itself out. if you have finished in there, we'd be grateful if you could turn it off. When putting water on, we recommend that you leave it running for about 10 minutes, let it get up to heat, let it get warm, and only put 1 scoop of water on every 2 to 3 minutes, something like that. If you do what I did the first time I used it and chuck 4 scoops on, it will trip the system out and it'll stop working. So again, the hot tub, really simple. Got a couple clips on the front here. We do ask at the end of the day if you can clip these back in. Reason being, at night time, sometimes the wind picks up, it can lift the top up and it'll get all full of bits of tree and leaf. Nice and simply, just rolls back. It's self-supporting, there's no need to take the whole lot off. Then moving on to the controls. Okay, so button number 1 turns the pumps on. Then button 1 turns them off again. Don't worry about button number 2, doesn't do anything. Temperature on the side there just takes it to whatever level you want it. Then you can ignore these 2. We do ask that you don't play around with the settings too much, because if it goes on to eco mode, it can turn the water green and we will have to then charge to renew all the water. One over here just does the lights, and that's it, nice and simple. So any time it's not in use, we do ask that you keep the cover back on. It's just a lot more energy efficient, better for the environment. Yeah, nice and simple. Rolls back over, and then it's just clip back in. Our aim is always for you guys to have a really enjoyable stay. Therefore, if there's anything you're unsure about or any questions you've got, please do give myself, George, or Mum Sarah a ring and we'll be happy to help. Many thanks, have a great stay.